This is the time and place. You already know I got the mind and bass. I already know I got the time rounding and rhyme. I ain't a rhyme. I don't got time to write me a rhyme. You're rushing. You're not taking time out to write. I don't know how many YouTube tutorials you've been watching, but you're rushing. You're rushing. There's countless people online punching in on records, and I know you feel like I should do that too. This is the formula for making a song. But taking your time to expand on your thought process to make the song stand out and actually depicting the lyrics that you see from the cinematic mind that you have will be a better resolution for that. So punching in, there's nothing wrong with punching in. I do believe if you have a flow state, if you're in flow state, it's a positive thing. But most people nowadays, that's their first instinct, is to punch in, rush. I want to get 10 songs done. It's not about the quantity, it's the quality. If you could do both, salute to you. But we're in an age where everything is instant gratification. If you want instant gratification, your songs will be rushed and they will sound caca. You punch me in. Writing a rhyme is boring. I could just punch in a recorder. I could do anything I want. You already know you gon' front. Yeah, I think that sounds good. I truly believe a lot of people have a detrimental perspective when it comes to music based off how they see it and how they're writing and how it's coming out. A hit song is not necessarily the best way to write a song, because songs are about feelings. And when you're in the business, that's totally different from writing great lyrics. I don't think a lot of great lyrics are written on these so-called hit songs. I believe they're catchy. They're something that people can dance to, can be familiarized with, but I don't 100% believe that a hit song has the best lyrical content or best lyrical structure. I just don't believe that.
That was legit.
Expanding your vocabulary might help you out. Cat, hat, bat, rat, sat, map, crap, tap, jap, lack. If this is your vocabulary when you're making lyrics, it will show. There's no way around that. There's no way around your lack of vocabulary on your songs. If every other word is a curse word, every other word is the same exact word, it becomes monotonous. It becomes very dull to the ear. It becomes just flat. We're avoiding being flat and having peaks and valleys and, getting people up and it's going down. Then you bring them back up and surprising them. It's like, that's where we're at with it. We're not on the journey of lack of vocabulary. And your lack of vocabulary may be because you're not reading a lot. You're not watching movies where you're listening to the dialogue from the characters and how they're saying the words. The words that they're saying, you can look up and read like, oh, okay, I could turn this into a song lyric, or maybe I could turn this into a song. I'm just feeling it right now. I feel like I'm in the groove right now. But ways to improve your lack of vocabulary, like I said, reading, watching movies, listening to audio books. But I think the number one thing is reading, because reading,
Wait a minute.
it expands your mind, and then reading also helps you figure out why was this sentence constructed like that. If you look at reading from that level, a comprehension level of reading, not just reading just to get, okay, I'm reading. No, comprehend what you're reading. Stop, highlight, underline, do things like that, so you'll be in a great position. AAA game, no batteries in my back. If I'm in the crib, I'm working out on my craft. I'm on the phone, I'm underwhelming outlets, mine is in my island. So are you practicing? Practice doesn't make perfect. It gets you that 1% better. Let's take a look at people who do movies. They're in the hotel room with a script, going over that script all the time. You cannot just show up, go on set and think you're gonna wing the lines. It doesn't work like that. I don't think music has, the rules have changed so much in it where people have just let anything go nowadays. With music, you can go in the studio and punch in all day, all you want. If I'm writing lyrics or if I'm depicting lyrics, you can tell was rehearsed, came from the gut, came from the soul, came from here, rose up and had some feeling behind it because they were practicing the keyboards, practicing the guitar, the bass. Basketball players practicing their free throws before the real game, the actual game. Practicing your art form before you go on stage and performing. Practice. There's a reason why they say 10,000 hours makes you a legend or makes you a professional. And most people want to skip that time and just go straight there. Don't forget to practice, because practice is going to get you 1% better, not perfect. If you're aiming to be perfect, you're going to die imperfect. Might not have my pen and pad, but I damn sure showed up to class. I was in that class of the Mary J. Bliges, the Method Mans, the Marvin Gayes, the Sam Cookes, the Patti LaBelles, the Four Tops, the Michael Jacksons, the Prince. Classic music, old music that came before my time, music that used live instruments. I was in that class. I didn't skip the generational music because it brought a different feeling from what's out today. And if you're young, if you're new on this journey and you only listen to one certain kind of music, that's going to be detrimental to your lyric writing process. Songs that came before were very vivid, very cinematic, very ethereal, very big, very movie-esque. Songs today are very basic. Nice. Not all, but stuff that they really pushing is very basic. And we know most people follow the wave, follow the current, follow the trends that are set out there. So when you following the wave, the current, the trends that's set out there, and you haven't done your history on what you're doing and how things used to work, how it used to sound, your results tend to be, lower on the scale more than higher, because you skipped that class. Like old school music used to sound like construction workers working all day and good, 'cause we grieving. Like they'll stretch certain words. Testing the game, running the name. I got the name and I got fame. And with the fame comes with the money. Cause with the money I'm getting the honeys.
Hey, what happened?
Don't skip class, man. Please go back and listen to those. This is gonna be a big help for you, I promise. Mother. You don't take this serious enough. This may be just a hobby for you. And if it's a hobby for you, that's cool. This is not a game for lazy people. Longevity doesn't last with the L word in front of it, and the A and the Z and the Y after that. Longevity requires you to be on your A game, your triple A game. The audience out there understands that what they're listening to and how they're listening to it and what perspective they want. So laziness tends to pop up in those lyrics because you don't take this serious. If this is a money grab, hey, the game is a sport at the end of the day. People see an opportunity to get in and be like, oh, it's easy right now. Let me grab some bags and then move it. Take that bag and move it over here so I can invest in this because that was an easy hustle. Salute to you, but if you're not taking it serious, your lyrics will fall flat. This was part 1 of why your lyrics fall flat. Part 2, we're gonna dive in and show you examples of how a record should be wrote compared to records that just are written. Big difference. Let's give it a clap for the audience. I see you. Stay tuned, family.